Peggy 16.
Hello, welcome to Walmart. Oh, you're with the company, aren't you? Wondering what I've been up to lately? Well, I found a new job. I stand at this door, greet people on the way in, and check for shoplifters. Riveting, isn't it? At least I don't have Theron or Sawyer breathing down my neck anymore, so anything I make I get to keep myself. Oh, my next plan? Pretty much hope that at some point the brass decides to pay me. Turns out quite a few of them are still mad about the whole trying to take over the company thing, so even after a pay-per-view, I didn't get a dime. So now here I am, standing next to a shoplift detector that won't stop bloody beeping! Silence, damn you! Oops, old man, you're fired.
Good evening, Multiverse! And welcome to another exciting episode of MNW Warzone. I'm your host, Warzone General Manager Jerry Aldini. And I am happy to report that Unkley is fine. And I actually gave him a lift to the unemployment office this morning. And, he's filling out the form. He did what I was printing out to him. You worked. You might be able to get some unemployment. I mean, you had a job. So, we're not hopeful, but we're going to try. Anyway, let's focus on wrestling. We, tonight, are back after Apocalypse. We have new champions. We have retaining champions. And now we have to reset the stage to find out who our new contenders are as we march to our final pay-per-view of the year. Oh, what's that you say? I'm not telling you yet. I mean, I know, but there's going to be a big, the brass wants to do it. Anyway, it'll be in December. It won't be like last December pay-per-view. And there will be no match where it's all based on the worst wrestler getting a shot. Nope, it's going to be a biggie, but we'll talk about that later. For tonight, your main event is going to see Leon Arcaster in a rematch against CJR Killer. Yep, they're going at it again. And also, we will be seeing Alistair Evergreen take on his former faction mate, West Wind. All that and more. But first, well, we just got off a major pay-per-view. And you know my policy, folks. If a champion wants some ring time, the champion gets some ring time. And they don't get better than the Multiversal Heavyweight Champion. I'm, of course, speaking of TJ, the Mint Gable. There he is, folks. He has been your champion since Multivania. Coming off a huge pay-per-view match against the VI Pharaoh Azir Turan, who we will see in action tonight. Oh, I gotta tell you, folks, it feels good to have that first pay-per-view defense under my belt and against a legend. Because you know what? You say what you want about Azir Turan. He's done it all. He is a legend. But I stand victorious. And you know me, folks. I don't rest on my laurels. I'm a man of action. Oh, by the way, before I forget, shout out to my brothers in the Absolute Units for retaining their belts as well. Anyway, what was I? Oh, yeah, not resting on my laurels. I'm looking forward to more challenges. And I know that I hear something about we're having a pay-per-view in December, and that's great, but I don't know that I want to wait that long before my next defense. So, yeah, I'm ready. Let's find me a new challenger, Jerry. I am a fighting champion. TJ, you might be regretting those words right about now. Because that is Grizzly Adams, another bona fide legend in MNW, one of our earliest heavyweight champions, and of course, member of the Murder Cave. And lately, he's been having matches against members of OTP for reasons I don't fully understand. I mean, OTP has been wanting to fight Grizzly Adams. And I've been letting him do it because Grizzly's like, whatever. Let's hear what he has to say. Huh. Not resting on your laurels. Well, that's something. I can appreciate you want to get back into the battle to wage the next war. And I absolutely can appreciate that, Gable. Well, look who it is. So, I don't know if you haven't noticed, I'm not a member of One True Pain, and that seems to be what you've been all about lately. Now, I'm not disrespecting you, Grizzly Adams. I know what you've done, and I know where this is going, and I want to let you know preemptively, I'm all about it. But I feel you want to say some peace. You're not wrong, Mr. Gable. I feel I've stretched my legs with OTP enough. And they've made an offer, such as it is, and I'll think about it. But for now, you're right. I want to get back in the title scene. Yeah, I had a feeling since you were coming out and talking to me, that makes the most sense. So, you wanna have a title match? Look, like I said, I'm not against it, and I'm not gonna be some arrogant ass saying, "Oh well, Grizzly Adams got to prove himself." I mean, you got a track record. And I am absolutely not gonna deny that. Respect. I like that. I mean, it won't save you from me, but I at least appreciate that you have it. And it won't be, you won't suffer as badly because of it. I gotta say, Grizzly, I've been threatened by a lot of people. And that is the politest threat I've ever received. So, yeah, I don't know how this is going to go down. I don't know what plans Jerry has or what timing on title matches. You know, being at the top of the game is kind of new to me. Maybe you can give me some pointers. There's only one pointer when you reach the top. Keep your head on a swivel, because everyone wants to knock you down. Even your so-called brothers at some point might get the temptation. I don't see that happening, but I understand what you're saying on the rest. I already see a lot of hungry eyes in the locker room, so I appreciate that. So I guess the real question isn't if. I guess the question is when. If I didn't know the show was already booked solid, I'd say let's not wait. But no, there is the booking and the brass and whatever nonsense they have to go to. But as soon as they okay the booking, I'm ready, and I sense you're ready. All right, I gotta talk to the brass, I guess, folks, because a world title match against Grizzly Adams and TJ Gable, we need to promote that. Okay, well, I guess this is what's next. I remember a time when I was largely responsible for what shows happened. I liked those days. Anyway, and we're already getting a social media post from another absolute unit, Forrest Wade, saying, "We leave the interfaction betrayal to you." Yeah, that is a fair statement there, Forrest. Oh, well, with that, I feel I want to, let's get right into the action. And it's really interesting that we had Grizzly Adams come out and talk about OTP, considering what our first match is. Before we get into that, though, there's another person we have to hear from, somebody else who actually is involved in our first match. And interestingly, he's responding to something I said at Apocalypse. I'm, of course, speaking of Devin.
You know what, Jerry? You're right. I am a man of focus and a bastard. I don't do a lot of promos, only when I think it's necessary to speak and have my voice heard, like now. I didn't care that I wasn't in a match last week. Ooh, spooky of it. What I care about is that kicking ass to get a title shot. That's all I want. And when I want something, I plan on getting it no matter what. And whoever is the tag team champions end of the day, you bet your ass me and Jack are going to take them, one way or another.
Yeah, I'll give him credit. He's succinct and to the point, and wanting to prove himself, always wanting to prove himself. And so we're going to start off with the most straightforward thing we can do. Going up against one of the people that just took their shot at the Multiversal Tag Team Championship. And all that's left to say is, let's head to ringside.
Your opening match is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, Croc Vor.
It's the Cajun cryptid himself, Croc Vor of OTP. He and his partner registered Anon just took a crack at winning the Multiversal Tag Team Championship. It didn't go the way they hoped, but it's OTB. Also, they've got something going on with Grizzly Adams. I don't know what. But now here's the Bayou Boy out in your opening match.
And introducing their opponent, it's Devin.
And you heard him just a couple of minutes ago. He's focused. He's always working with one goal in mind. Get another shot at the tag belts. So here he is, and you are going to see, you know what you're going to see? I guarantee you a fight. And so here we go, and oh, that's Croc for you. Oh! I was a little blocked. I'm not sure where that headbutt landed. And Devin up and oh, nobody home. Oh, right in the gut. And they go again. Into the ropes. Oh, Luthez press. And again, Croc out of the way. Going for the lift, but Devin blocks. Going back and forth. It's going to be one of those matches, folks. Croc going for the cover. Kick out at one. Oh, right in the face. Gotta remember. Oh no. Oh no, this don't look good. Just a whole bunch of headbutts. And Croc coming around. Wasting no time. Oh! Trying to bust him open. It's the only reason you punch a man like, oh, and Devin out of the way. And Croc back in the ring. Devin right on him. Oh, right into a punch. And into a sit-down power bomb. Oh, Croc going over the top and missing. Devin knocking him down. These two seem so evenly matched. And bringing him over and back in the ring. Getting a grip on him again, into the ropes. Oh! Feeding frenzy! Croc doing a feeding frenzy on Devin. Going for the pin. 1, 2. Kick out at 2. Oh! I think he was going for a swamp dive and got blocked. And Devin bringing the pain. Kick out at 2 again. Shoot cutter! Oh, so close! Going for a something, but again, blocked there, blocking to the Dragon Screw takedown. A move very nostalgic for Croc. Biting the fingers. And, Pele kick! And now we are getting a death roll. And going for the pin again. 1, 2. Kick out at 2. Devin is determined.
And your winner, Croc Void!
And the Cajun Cryptid is victorious. But folks, I guarantee you one thing. Devin isn't even thinking about this anymore. He's planning his next move. Because that's how Devin operates. Did he not get what he wanted? Okay, next plan. So, but congratulations to Croc, you're still in the stream. Now what the hell is going on with you guys and Grizzly Adams? All I want to know. In some ways, I'm a somewhat simple man. I'm a common man. Anyway, let's get into our next thing. And folks, this next thing, we had a brutal main event at Apocalypse. It was an unsanctioned lights out match featuring the Ginger Boy Tommy Black against the living nightmare Necrom, who seems to have unlocked the secret of the Bloodukin himself. And so he went victorious. Now they are both still champions. Necrom still holds the Underworld Championship. Tommy Black still holds the Nexus Titan Championship. But Tommy asked to address the crowd, and here we go. I don't know. I don't know. Look, I'll be honest, I'm disappointed in myself. I lost to Necrom. Necrom! I sure had him, but no, he beat me. I know everyone keeps telling me, Tommy, you're still the Nexus Titan Championship. It's still the number 2 belt on the roster. But it don't feel right. It don't feel like I deserve it now. Feels like, I don't know. I feel lessened. I feel tarnished. I feel like bollocks. I don't even know what I'm out here really saying, other than I'm sorry. I felt I had it. I felt I could take it. And I apologize to everyone who was backing me up, who was in my corner. I feel I've let you all down. And it's not a good feeling. Excuse me? I guess we're about to have a Viva la Revolution as the Latino B, Buck Bumble's coming up. Buck rarely does this. Buck very rarely comes out into the ring to address the crowd. Much less coming out for something like talking to Tom. Let's hear what he has to say. Tommy, listen, no. Don't do this to yourself. You are a champion, Tommy Black. You have always been championship material since the earliest days over on Flashbang. There's a reason you took the first person to take their belt. Yeah, but that was bloody well 6 years ago, Buck. And we also how I lost the belt, and I come here, and yeah, I finally got some gold, but after Apocalypse, am I just kidding myself? Tommy Black, this is not worthy of you. You are a champion. You're a man who needs to fight, and that's the real problem. You've been so focused on this feud with Necrom. You have not been doing what comes so naturally to you. I'm going to be honest, Buck. I don't. What? What do you mean? I can't even think what you mean coming natural to me now, Nate. What do you mean? What? You're going to have to spell it out. I'm at a loss here. I'm at a loss. No, you are just stuck in your own head. And that can be a dangerous place for a wrestler. No, Tommy Black, you are a champion. More than that, you are a fighting champion. The issue is you have not been defending your belt enough. You need the thrill of the challenge, the possibility of losing your gold, to truly feel alive. Wait, so you're saying my issue is that I ain't been putting my belt up enough? Well, So wait. So you're saying that I've been so focused on whatever head games Necrom was playing that I lost sight of who I am. Is that what you're saying, Buck? Yes, that is it, Tommy! Viva la raza! You are a fighting champion. And to do that, you need to fight, and perhaps the Latino Bee can help you prove that in a future match. We all know a good fight can be invigorating, but it needs to matter. Wait, are you challenging me? Is this what it's... Wait, is this all about just coming after my gold? Is this what you're doing? You're trying to set yourself up for a match? Is that what you're up to? Is this mind games? Tell me, right now. I believe the colloquial answer is, why not both? Yes, I would love a title shot. It would be magnificent. But you need the fight. You need the battle. You need to prove that you are still the mad lad of London and the fighting champion that you are. I'm okay. I mean, I'm gonna be honest. Buck Bumble versus Tommy Black, I kind of love it. I mean, put that on a... But I would have, as a promoter, I would have no problem putting that match out there on a card and going, yeah, let's do this. So, we're going to have to see how this one develops. But meanwhile, we need to get back into the actual wrestling. And our next match, there have been a lot of stories swirling around from Apocalypse. There's been a lot going on. And one of the rougher stories that's been going on is the defection of Westwind from the Night's Watch. Him now siding with Adrian Driscoll. And Driscoll and Westwind fought the Watch at Apocalypse. And they came out victorious. But all I'll say is Alistair Evergreen is not going to let that stand. And with all that said, let's head to ringside.
The following match is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, accompanied to the ring by Gunnar Birch, Alistair Evergreen.
So here comes the Hardcore Hound, Alistair Evergreen, leader of the Night's Watch, along with his last serving member, Gunnar Birch, getting ready to take on the traitor to the Watch, the angelic Westwind.
And introducing their opponent, accompanied to the ring by Adrian Driscoll, West Wind.
And there he is, the man that left the watch in the dust with the most brutal of betrayals, West Wind. And I know what everyone keeps thinking. Adrian Driscoll has produced doppelgangers before, but we have it on the authority of the hypersenses of Alistair Evergreen. This is no doppelganger. This is, in fact, West Wind himself having turned his back on the Night's Watch. And for what? A chance at glory, apparently. And we're off. Hurricanrana takedown right off the bat. And down goes Alistair right off the bat, but a kick out at one. And Alistair blows and chops, going after his former teammate. Oh, and there you have it. The Hardcore Hound going after the Angel, and it's personal. And we're getting a count on the outside as they take it to no man's land. Oh, off the stairs. And throwing West Wind off to the side and getting back into the ring. Oh, down goes West Wind. And of course, shenanigans from Driscoll. Oh, in the corner. Now, can Alistair capitalize? Oh, elbows to the back of the head. If it wasn't obvious before how personal this is. And going and up and hung out to dry. And again, those blows to the head. And down goes West Wind, being stalked by the Hound. The brutality coming in hard. Lining them up on the ropes. Counter by West Wind. Going up and, Hurricane Rana takedown off the top rope, old school style. And, suplex on the outside. Up to a 7 count. And now they are trading blows in the ring. And you may think, how do you fight an angel? Well, apparently it helps to be a werewolf. And they are and now just raining blows on one another. Hitting him with that Hurricane Rana, and then a bit of a corkscrew shooting star press.
And your winner, West Wind.
And just as quickly as he hit, it is over. West Wind standing victorious. Bloodied, but victorious. And that leaves us the question, where's this going? Because I guarantee you it is not over. But for now, it is time for regrouping. And it's also time for hear from somebody who has a lot. So there was a match at Apocalypse. It's not one I scheduled. It's one that happened literally on the fly when Johan Mjoln came out and demanded a match. Right then, right there, and wasn't going to leave the ring until he got one. Well, he got one and he won it. So let's hear from him now. Ladies, gentlemen, the Son of Thunder, Johan Mjoln.
Warzone. What's good? After the apocalypse, it is an era of rebuilding and new beginnings. So I should probably talk about what happened that night. But first, let's talk to you, Draco Rex. Nice name, by the way, with a nice look and a pretty nice vibe. Courageously answering a call every other coward in the back was too afraid to hear. You did good, kid, but there's a reason why I'm the best the roster has to offer. I didn't even put my all into it, if I'm being honest. You got like, I'd say 80 to 85% out of me. Still good, made me bleed, but you'll get above that B rating one day. What's next on here? Oh, right, the second best part of that night. Sergeant Major Payne, getting out of a bad environment and will challenge for the Big Oof Championship that is currently on Flashbang. Something, I've pleaded for months while toiling around at unfathomable scrutiny, having to beg even for a scrap of opportunity while those empty-headed dunces of the brass just give away a shot for my title. Hear these words and behold their wonder. Go on, win that belt, only to give it back to the Son of Thunder.
So, yeah, Johan's got some thoughts on that, obviously. And speaking of thoughts on that situation, as he said, at Apocalypse, Sergeant Major Payne fought against Nice Ice and once and for all is done with them. And better yet, due to some deal making on the part of Nice Ice, Sergeant Payne gets a shot at the Big Oof champion once we can work out a crossover situation with Flashbang. Currently, the belt, the Big Oof championship, was won by Defunct in a brass briefcase match cash-in. He took it to Flashbang, and just recently, the Bully Dog took it off of Defunct. Anyway, there's a lot going on. I'm not sure what we're going to hear next, because all I really know is that Sergeant Major Payne wanted some mic time, and I'm giving it to him. All right, I'm going to be honest, folks. Yeah, I heard what he said. I don't care. I'm honestly just happy to be free of the ICC once and for all. And I get the challenge for my favorite belt, the Big Oof. Now, I want that match now. And I know there's apparently loopholes and negotiations and getting it worked out, because apparently me just showing up on Flashbang and demanding a match might not be enough. Apparently Eric and Erickson didn't even know about that stipulation. So, that's fine. That's fine. I'm going to get over there, or they're going to come over here. We're going to have a match. And I am going to take that belt back. Oh, man, I hope it's still Bully Dog when I get that shot. I really want to kick his face in. Uh-oh. Well, it looks like we're going to have a little bit of a Bad Batch reunion. Not much of the Bad Batch left. And by that I mean here is Nakano Kirishima of the Outlaws. And he and Payne are part of a class of wrestlers that came to be known as the Bad Batch. Let's hear what Nakano has to say. Okay, look, Payne, I want to redress a rumor that I'm an unwilling participant in the Outlaws' shenanigans. That's not true. I'm full in. I am outlaw for life, and I want to fight you. What, Payne? We did that. We've gone back and forth. We had the fight. We settled the debt. If I remember correctly, my problem started when I refused to attack you when you were out on Nice Ice's orders because it was dishonorable. Why do you want to reopen this old wound? 2 reasons. All right. 1, I want to prove that I can still beat you. Because people keep, it doesn't matter how many times we fight, doesn't matter what happens, doesn't matter how often I win, people going, oh, well, can he actually beat Sergeant Major Payne? All right, I'm going to be honest here, Nakano. This really sounds like a you problem. I'm not saying I won't fight you. I'm just saying, how much am I living in your head rent-free? That's my question. Because it seems like you're really focused on me instead of, real goals. Oh, no. I got goals. I got a real goal. I want to be the one to get the big oof back. That's what I want. So, you right now got this nice, shiny title shot for a title you keep circling around, and I'd like a shot. You've had too many shots at the big oof, is what I'm saying here, Payne. Oh, I get it. I see this. You're obsessed with me, and I've got the shiny toy. Yeah, no, I get it. You know what? Nakano, here's an old refrain. You may have heard this tune before. Earn it. How did I know you were gonna say, you know what? You think I can't? Oh, I'll earn it. Well, more to the point, I'll make you beg me to give you that shot. How's that sound, Pain? That honestly sounds like you should be taking some of that mercenary money and investing in a really good therapist. But we're professional wrestlers and we don't do that kind of healthy shit. So, you know what? I'm sticking to my guns. Earn it. Prove to me you deserve my title shot. And meanwhile, I'll be working to try and actually get the match that I won the right to at Apocalypse. While you try, I guess, to figure out how the hell you're going to steal it from me. You know what? This is bullshit. And it's about what I expect from you. Multiverse, I should have seen it coming. I don't know why. Just when you think a certain song is over, it comes back on a new refrain. Meanwhile, we got some social media posts I feel we need to go through. First off, we've got, it's Draco Rex, who is saying, oh yes, of course you were the one holding back. And that ended up with a response, not to that, but still a response from Johan, but referencing Nakano and Pain. Man, the arrogance on these two. What's the roster come to? There's an old saying involving the coloration of a pot and a kettle. But that's something I get to. But in the meantime, because of all that, we had our interviewers attempted to catch up with the newest member of our roster. Of course, I'm speaking of the aforementioned Draco Rex. Let's hear what they were able to get.
Hi, Feijin here, firing line. Here we are arriving at the locker room of the new up-and-coming talent here in MNW Warzone, Draco Rex, after facing Johan Mjoln at Apocalypse, and we'll see if we can get to know them some more.
Hello, my name is Drake Bowen. I am his caretaker, per se. I'll take whatever questions on his behalf.
Alright then. What exactly is Draco Rex?
He is formerly a dragon from an alternate timeline of the Nexus where he was betrayed and slayed and then had his soul sealed in a mask and sent to the void. Now he is here and is seeking both vengeance and what most wrestlers are here for, titles and challenges.
Alright, last question. He isn't some world-ending threat or anything that concerning, considering the Nexus's history with such things.
Yeah, he can be temperamental, arrogant, and honestly very high maintenance. But I think he's not as bad as he seems once he starts to open up a bit and... Oh, excuse me.
Temperamental, arrogant, high maintenance? You dare say such things about me, you ungrateful ape?
Hey, I told you our partnership was mutual. That means being honest.
Well, in my honesty, you are a spineless, bleeding heart that will be forged into something better in my fires.
What does any of that mean? You know, if it wasn't for me, you'd still be sitting there all by yourself collecting dust. I don't get how you can have such this big of an ego,
that I had to come across,
and still think that you're the one still in charge of
holding me
here.
back.
For goodness sakes,
If I wasn't in this
brought you into
situation,
this.
I would completely roast you and eat you without a single thought.
I'll just leave them to it. Well, that was something. Guess that's as good of an answer.
I sometimes think we don't pay Faye enough. Where was I? Right! We have a social media post from Nakano Kirishima saying, hey, what, Johan, you want to make it a three-way? I'm game. Please. All right, guys. Let me and the booking committee book the show! Where was I? Right, next. You know what? I just want to go to the next match. Folks, I promised you earlier tonight, Ozir Turan, who last at Apocalypse faced TJ the Mint Gable for the Multiversal Heavyweight Championship. And, you know, he didn't win, but he is still your VI Pharaoh. And he is here for some action tonight, but it is tag team action. With that stated, let's head to ringside.
The following is a tag team match and is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, it's Troll Train.
Tiki the Troll and the Punk Master Ghost. They are coming down to face, well, I think you can guess who they're going to be facing from what I said earlier. And so we got a troll and a punk rocker about to face a team including the richest man in the multiverse. So this, I'm sure, is going to be absolutely fascinating.
And introducing their opponents, VIP.
Oh, is he doing this bullshit again? Sorry to talk over our announcer, but he's wearing that fake belt he had made after he lost the Multiversal Heavyweight Championship. Just to be clear, for any record book people, currently Azir Turan does not have any belt. But apparently he's rich enough I can't stop him. And VI Pharaoh going after the Punk. I mean, that's how you want to start a match like this out, right? Whipping him to the corner. Unfortunately, hit the ref. And Azir definitely in the wrong part of town, leading to a rapid tag. Oh, and there you have Azir Turan doing as he often does, tenderizing the arm for his submission style, but Tiki is a leg submission specialist. That's always interesting. Oh, speaking of legs, boot to the head, and one for the rich man. Tiki didn't quite measure that correctly, but Sam's still in the wrong part of town. Oh, Black Widow! That'll stretch him out. Tiki down. Sam going for a pin. Doesn't even get a 1 count. Going for that bear hug. Oh, elbows to Sam's ear. Ah, and a clapper. And oh, out he goes. And rather than follow him, PM is going after Azir. Again, like I said, a punk rocker versus a rich man. Which begs the question, have any of you ever seen The Decline of Western Civilization 1 and 3? Yeah, there's a second one, but it's not worth watching. And Tiki, get him up, and only a 2 count. What has Tiki got planned now? Oh, right in the gut. And a bridging suplex by Tiki. Azir in the corner again, and a tag to the Punk Master. Oh! A little double team action, and then right into Ghost Rider! And I guess that's all she wrote, folks.
And your winners, the Troll Train.
The Troll Train victorious quickly with a leg submission against Azir Turan. I can guarantee you he's not happy right now. But that's not our problem right now. It might be later. But not at the moment. No, it's gonna be fine. A lot of fascinating things happened here. A lot at Apocalypse. One of the moments that caught everyone by surprise was in the Hell in a Cell match between Jean Tristram and Jagger Blackthorn. After the match was won, Jean, in a moment of poor sportsmanship, attacked Jagger with the help of Earl King West, only for Jagger to be rescued by the suddenly returning Semjax. And people have been asking, where did he come from? More importantly, where has he been? And folks, I will do a lot of things in this world, but I will not speak on Semjax's behalf. Not when he is more than capable of speaking for himself. So let's hear now from the returning Semjax.
Good evening, MNW. There's plenty of questions that need to be answered. Mainly, what happened to me? And why come back now? The first question, for those of you who have not been watching very closely, is the summation. I was infected by a parasite during, I believe, union between myself and the new Four Horsemen. Everything I did in this company was to sedate the thought of it taking over me. This conquest, it called itself. Until last July, as I was trying to avoid shutting the casket onto me, a wooden stack pounced from inside the lid, and when it shut close, it pierced into my chest, scraping my cold heart. I was on torpor, but it was to my advantage to permanently end the infection. Good evening, Alan. I thank you for your effort. The second question. Once I made a full recovery, I could have left this universe. How? A full-born vampire never tells that easily. So why the stay? I did some malicious things that appeal something deadlier than I. It made me hurt the members of the roster more than I intended. Especially one I hurt the most. If you can hear this, I'm sorry, Mega Rider. After months of consulting with my great partner, Mr. Taylor Temple, I've decided to venture a new goal. Redemption. I know the road will be long, treacherous, and difficult, but it's the only way. I love this sport as much as my loved ones. I, Semjax, need to atone for what I have done. So the first step was to save Jagger from an ill fate worse than death. Do I expect a thank you? I don't know. That does mean one thing. Dark Lords? What happens when the monsters are hunted down by another monster?
Well, A, that's a really good question. B, welcome back, Semjax. C, redemption sounds great. D, we need to head to ringside because Jean Tristram is currently charging the ring. And he does not look happy. Well, isn't this just wonderful? I am furious. First, Jagger Blackthorn, how dare you defeat me in a Hell in a Cell? That is just gauche. And Semjax, I thought I was done with you, you little fledgling. But now you return and you interfere with my affairs. So I will be very clear. Get out here. Show your presence. Come here and face me, you little whelp who thinks he's a big, bad vampire. And I'll show you what a big, bad vampire is all about. Well, someone's coming to the ring, but that sure as hell isn't Semjax. That's the Daggerick, and I have a feeling, call it an inner sense, that I know what's about to be going down here in that ring. As the Dwarven Prince, the Dagger himself, about to face a Dark Lord. Aye! Shut your gob! Ah, boy, you Dark Lord bastards love to hear yourselves talk, don't ya? Look, I don't care about you and Jagger. I don't care about you and Semjax. What I care about is the Dark Lords getting in me and Gorm's business. And I've just about had enough of your mocking and your interference. Daggerick. Wait. Correct me if I'm wrong, but last time he was, didn't you have a feud with Semjax? Weren't you and he definitely on the opposite sides? Oh, aye. Oh, and I hate Semjax for the prick he was last time he was here. But there's an old saying about the enemy of my enemy. And, if Semjax is against the Dark Lords, well, he's practically a member of the party, ain't he? Oh, the party. Is he now? And is that easy? Just bygones. You're a weak-willed. Are you sure you're a dwarf and not a troll? Maybe you should be hanging out more with Tiki. If that's more suiting to you. You even got the hair for it. Alright, no comments about the do. And so, you know what? Let me tell you something, little jaunt. I gotta look at what's in front of me. And honestly, Semjax talk about redemption. And that's a little something that both Gorm and I happen to know a thing about. Redemption is just something fools do so they can feel better about themselves. Because they don't have the stomach to do what really, really needs to be done. To be dominant. Oh, look at you. Look at you. Acting like, oh, I'm so above it all. Oh, I'm so much. It's all shite, ain't it? And look, Gorm himself, you know what? Gorm redeemed himself, and he used to work with Semjax. And I given Gorm a shot. Gorm's given me a shot. Who were we to deny Semjax a shot? No. Well, if you want to align yourself with that little drop of blood. Who am I to stop you? You probably are going to need whatever little bit of help you can if you're going to face the Dark Lords. So, do whatever it is you need to do to make yourselves feel better in what I assure you is now going to be your limited time on this plane of existence. And I will go back with my compatriots in the Dark Lords and prepare. Alrighty then. Well, I guess that is, I guess that's how things are shaking out now. I mean, to be fair, before his, let's call it sabbatical, one of the staunchest allies of Samjax was the Goliath Gorm, who honestly is having one of the best runs of his career right now since he realized that his best destiny was the trainer of champions. Now, I don't know how things were left with Samjax and Gorm, but they didn't seem to have any issues, so that could get interesting. I guess we'll have to see where this is going to fall out. Well, that's all good, but we have some matches to get to, and this next match, well, every once in a while, somebody in the back feels, for whatever reason, they need a bit of a tune-up match. And that can even include legends. So we're about to have a tune-up match featuring one of our true legends here in MNW. Let's head to ringside.
The following match is scheduled for one fall. Introducing El Albatros.
He is the brass briefcase holder. No, he isn't. That's the Funk. No. Who has the brass briefcase? I can't even remember now. This is the Mega Money in the Big Bank briefcase. Which means at any time he could cash that in for a shot at the Multiversal Heavyweight Championship. But it seems more people are interested in challenging him for that briefcase than right now he is in cashing it in. But he asked for a tune-up match. So he's gonna face... who is this guy? So this what? This guy, that can't be right. Apparently his opponent is the... This is weird. Why would he have the... Apparently, guys, this is the Michigan Mauler? Well, okay. So apparently his name is down here as the Michigan Mauler. But what I'm getting is he chose that name because today is the 50th anniversary of the sinking of the Edmund Fitzgerald. And he wanted to honor that. Okay. And meanwhile, the Mauler having Alba in a bear hug, which Alba fights out of. And the Mauler getting a grip low, hoisting up El Albatros and dropping him down. And here comes El Albatros getting him by the leg and... oh, Tequila Sunrise. Well, the Mauler had better get his acting gear, or he's going to find out that it is El Albatros who is superior. And he could find himself with an eerie ending. Oh, hoisted him by the leg. Oh, release suplex on the outside. And hoisting up the Mauler, throwing him back in the ring, going after him. One. And a kick out at one. That seems to have annoyed El Albatros. Maker's Guillotine. And the Mauler survives. One, two, three.
And your winner, El Albatros.
As a victory for Alba and Michigan Mauler, it was good to know ya. And there he is, folks, your lucha legend, El Albatros, victorious in this tune-up match. And with that, folks, we've fallen a little behind on some of our social media postings, and I gotta go see if I can catch up with it. And the first, let's see what we got here. I know it's here somewhere. All right. Well, apparently I can't find it to put on screen, but we've got a social media post by the Omni Geek saying, "Why do I suddenly feel a kindred spirit with Mr. Bowen?" Oh, there it is. Why do I suddenly feel that? So that from the Omni Geek, and then from Nakano Kirishima saying, oh, what if Payne and I both pick up a set of stairs and start a duel? That could be fun. I think you're going a little... Sure, why not? You know what? Why not? And then if we've got a post from the person I'm being corrected and told that is the actual brass briefcase holder, and that, of course, being Graven Allen saying, Alba's more than welcome to trade briefcases with me, Jerry. He'll just have to come over here to do it, since, I was forced to leave Warzone and all. Look, maybe you can talk with Sergeant Major Payne, who wants to come over and, get his shot at the Big Oof. I don't know, maybe we can do a trade. Anyway, folks, we have a lot more exciting action here tonight, including your main event when Leon Arcaster has a rematch against CJR Killer. But first, we got to pay some bills. So we're going to take this short commercial break. And when we come back, you'll need to check your clocks because it'll be hero time.
Feel the warm, milky, healing, Jesus-powered goodness that is Lactatanks. Step inside or be thrown in forcibly by registered Anon after you've gotten the shit beaten out of you by multiple people in one wrestling match. We swear nobody has ever died in a Lactatank. What is the Lacta made of in the Lactatank? We have no fucking clue, but we enjoy it anyways, and you will too. Lactatanks, come feel our warm, creamy, healing Jesus goodness.
Multiverse, Nexus Wrestling's Warzone, Flashbang, and Firing Line are all proudly sponsored by Enraptured Beauty. Our products, rather than using unnatural and harmful chemicals, revitalize your skin by boosting the natural elements already present and enhance your natural beauty so you too can love your best self.
It's morning in Multiverse, and rest of day looms looking to break the weary like monster breaking human twig in wrestling ring. But there is remedy. Squash roast coffee, made from finest naturally grown beans for best wake-up energy. That's because every bean have 10 beans within. That'll be 10 times more big energy than competing brand. More than enough big squash energy to power through day. Squash roast coffee. It's big cup of good stuff. Now available in decaf. Oh, but there is need to come down from blood rage.
When you want the most detailed and violent-looking pictures of battlegrounds, look for Perfect Snap Photography. We do bar fights, wars, underground wrestling, and weddings.
My wedding dress, you fat harlot!
Remember, Perfect Snap Photography. It'll be bloody perfect in a snap.
You too can now wage war against the flabby wrestlers of MNW with your own exclusive Zacho action figure. It comes with trios tag belt accessories and nut-kicking action. Pull the cord to hear Zacho's famous quotes.
Get that microphone away from me before I shot up your...
The Zacho Duo action figure, sold separately.
Whether you're working at home or giving your opponent work, we here at Lowe's are there for you. We're here with our sturdy tables and ladders that cease to exist if broken in half. We're here with rings that can stand up to even the most grueling of hoss fights. And when a locker room door is inevitably smashed by an angry lion woman, or a fiery undead leaves burn marks all over your paint, Lowe's will be there with a little elbow grease, a substandard 2x4, and a 6-figure bill. Don't believe me? Listen to these satisfied customers.
You know, I like Lowe's because they have tables that I can put pizza on because everyone else keeps breaking the goddamn tables.
This is Raphael Sampson here to remind you that Lowe's brand lumber is subpar at best. You deserve better. And trust me, I would know. I worship a god.
Sometimes when executing wrestling justice, I've had to break down a few barriers and a few walls.
Oh, fucking damn it, Max, my wall!
Thank goodness I shop at Lowe's so I can get the best deal on replacing and fixing all the walls I break.
Lowe's. Do it subpar for more.
Why?
And now, a message from the brass. This has been a message from the brass.
Have you or a beloved faction member suffered from a preventable workplace injury, jobber discrimination, threatening lawsuits from VIP, or harassment from Trashman Jones? You may be entitled to financial compensation and physical retribution. If so, please call Gorwheel & Associates Law Firm to schedule an appointment. We handle all cases, whether they be civil litigation, criminal litigation, or a backstage beatdown. We understand it's tough out here in the Nexus, and you need someone to both watch your back and break the other guys. So call 1-800-NEXUS-DEFENSE. And remember, you don't pay a fee unless we get blood and money for you.
And we're back. All right, folks. I know I told you it's check your clocks. It's hero time. And we're getting to that, but I was reminded I promised somebody else some time. Why did I do this to myself? Anyway, we're going to head to the ring. We're going to hear from... oh boy, the cyberpunk prodigy, Aiden Zero. Okay. All right. So this is important. I know you're all disappointed. I promised you I would be your golden god of wrestling and my divine wrath and all, and it just didn't happen, did it? No, it's not right. It's not right. I'm telling you, it's not right. So I gotta do what I gotta do. And what I gotta do? I gotta step away. I gotta go get right. I need to go talk to people. I need to go talk to professionals. That's what I need. I need professional help. I don't know if I'll even be able to return. I've got a lot of work to do. I got a lot to make up for. I got a lot to improve upon. Because I'm not the man I used to be. And I got to go figure out who it is I need to become. So, yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go get the help that everyone keeps telling me I need. I don't even know if you'll ever see me again. And if I do, I don't even know if you'd recognize me again. But I gotta do. I gotta do what I gotta do. And I gotta get right. You know, I've been telling him for a long time he needed professional help. And so I'm for one, I'm glad, you know, it's got to be rough coming from a cyberpunk future into the modern era, seeing how the world could turn out. And, well, I'm not going to comment on any factors there. But yeah, no, get some professional help, Aiden. I endorse that entirely. Everyone needs sometimes just a little help. And if you're going to go and you're going to go seriously get that help, I for one, 100% am good with that. Now, with that out of the way, it's time to get ready for that match I promised you. Because, as I said, it is time to check your clocks. What time is it? It's hero time. And the only question is, who are they facing? And there's only one way to learn the answer to that question. And that's for us to all head to ringside.
The following is a tag team match and is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, it's Hero Time!
And here they come, the champions of the multiverse. Literally, it is the multiversal Ant and the hero for hire, Eustace J. Paragon. And Hero Time, Hero Time looks nothing like it did a year ago. But in that time, they have risen up again.
And introducing their opponents, the International Combat Club.
And there they are, Nice Ice and Glycerius, the Siberian Cyborg and the master of Street Lucha. And of course, Nice Ice had that epic battle with Sergeant Major Payne at Apocalypse. He did not come out victorious. And Too Cool is trending on social media. Of course, before the ICC, these two teamed up under that name. But now they come here along with their third member, Lockin', who's not here tonight. Apparently he had a comedy show in Lubbock, Texas. And here we are. So it is Hero Time versus the ICC. And we are starting out with the Multiversal Ant and Nice Ice. Multiversal Ant, one of our two newest wrestlers on the roster. Oh, and here comes Glycerius. That was a quick tag while Ant was outside. Oh! And around the world! And now working on the Ant's arm. Ow! And folks, I might have forgotten to tell you, this is your penultimate match of the night. We only have one more match after this, and it is your main event. And the power of the Siberian Cyborg. Oh! Floating DDT by the Ant. Oh, chopping him down. Multiversal Ant stalking the master of Street Lucha. Nice Ice, formerly considered a paragon of virtue until he took a darker path, now facing the heroes of MNW. A team founded by Mega Rider Nexus, who has since retired. Oh! DDT on the ring apron, the hardest part of the ring. Glycerius went to go bother the Ant, got a headbutt for his problems. Oh! I think Paragon might have been setting up for a bit of a dreadnought impact, and instead got an elbow to the ear. Dragging him down. Armbar. But the master of Street Lucha knows how to get out of that. And hoisting Eustace up and Snake Eyes. And, getting him with that elbow. Nice Ice pushing him off with what power. But Jake is used to fighting people stronger than he is. Oh, and that was not exactly a Luthez press, but kind of ended up in the same place. And here comes the Ant. Oh! Striking him down. Hung out to dry. And here comes Nice Ice again against the Ant. The Ant showing why he earned his spot into Hero Time. Meanwhile, it looks like Paragon and Glycerius having a brawl on the outside, but since they're not the legal men, no one cares. Oh, Head snap takeover. Knee to the face. Nice Ice rolls out. Oh, that big boot. Now wrenching the Ant's arm, but Paragon is back. Nice Ice tried to charge Paragon, and what did he get for his trouble? A boot to the head. Oh! Cranking the neck of the Ant. Hot tag to Paragon. Looked like Ice was going to tag in Glycerius, but he wants to fight Jake. Well, that's his middle name. And that, what used to be what he went like. Sometimes it's just tempting to call him that. And an Utaku slam. Oh, punch. Oh no, I think it's going to be another one, folks. What he was really setting up for. The Utaku slam.
And your winners, Hero Time.
And there you have it, folks. Hero Time on top. The heroes of the multiverse. They are, well, like I said, it's been a new day for Hero Time, even though their founder no longer in MNW. But the spirit being kept alive by those still standing, and that includes Paragon and the Multiversal Ant. So with all of that, we have one last person we need to hear from tonight. They're not coming to the ring. They sent in a message. And it's someone that's got there's a lot going on after the events of Apocalypse, with Juan Chance defeating Malice Prime for the TTV Championship, and of course, his losing that triple threat match between him, Srunkly Dunk, and Theron Markov. I'm, of course, referring to the leader of the main event mechs. He is the undisputed future, R. Sawyer.
You don't need to tell me a thing. I already know the result. I do find it a little weird that you fought one chance to even get the belt in the first place, but I won't say much more, because if I did, well, I might be seen as upsetting or being critical of a Prime. We must look to the positives, though. I am now free to contend for that belt until such a time as the Big Oof returns to Warzone. And as for you, you are free to do as you please. And other opportunities may very well present themselves in the future. Speaking of things presenting themselves, however, I have something that I need to handle personally. I do not give a damn about vampires and permissions anymore. Now Jagger has literally put himself into my crosshairs. And I will not only terminate his ass, I will take him apart mentally, emotionally, metaphorically, and then finally, physically. And considering he's got it in my way before concerning the TTV, that means that if I do go for the belt, I will need to deal with him first. And since I already know what he's probably going to do, I'm going to make sure that he will rue the day that he thinks that I'm easy prey. Besides, I do still have a couple of surprises on hand. Perhaps I should give the good doctor a call.
I'm sorry, what? What? I guarantee you he is not talking about Dr. Caliban. Since when have he and Dr. Grimm seen eye to eye on anything? Dr. Grimm is the one that keeps releasing the clowns, and our Sawyer is the Clown Slayer. And folks, if you're new to MNW, when we say clowns, we don't mean yacht circus. I mean people who suffer from the bizarre condition known as clownanthropy. If you don't know what clownanthropy is, consider yourself lucky. Anyway, we got to get ready for our main event, and it's, God, what? Phyllis, what? Hang on, guys. Phyllis is back. What? Oh, no. Well, get a camera! Get a camera! Something's going on backstage, folks. All right. Phyllis has got a camera in place. It's that mysterious figure that's been attacking people has gone after Power Surge, another member of Hero Time. This is not the first time he's faced Power Surge. Now, Power Surge wasn't his direct target last time. But they fought, and now he decided to go direct, and we don't know who this is. Some mysterious hooded figure that keeps attacking our wrestlers. And now he's gone after Power Surge. Oh, floating DDT. Power Surge bringing it on. Oh! Reverse kick to the head, and with the... Wait a minute, where is he going? Maybe Power Surge wasn't his target and he just encountered him. And some punches to the gut, but Power Surge is coming back strong. Oh, and then he goes down. Oh, what is this figure setting up for? Oh, good night. Is that a clue? No, that can't be Danhausen. He had taken the hood off long before now. Oh! And, oh, lung blower. And Power Surge keeping up the pressure. And, you know, there are times when, yeah, somebody attacks you like this, use the weapons at hand. Hurling him up the ramp. Power Surge getting up. Oh, and oh! I'm trying to see if I can get any clues by this guy's moves, but it's a mishmash. Oh, hurling a chair at Power Surge's head. And a leg DDT. Oh, Power Surge coming in. Oh! Getting him in that sunset flip, and now, oh, caught the chair. Punch to the back, kick to the head. Power Surge is down. Setting up for another move, and oh, Power Surge is in trouble, folks. Oh! He was playing possum and power line! And Power Surge brought him down. Let's see if we go. What? Smoke bomb? Who does a smoke bomb? All right, the smoke is clearing, and that guy is gone. It's just Power Surge back there now. All right, well, good job, Power Surge, fighting him off. And while that exchange was happening, we got a commentary from the multiversal Ant saying, Multiverse, this is exactly why I joined this roster. We are dealing with villains that have never villained before. This Ant is not going to let any endothermic process get in the way of justice. Look, I'm going to need a pronunciation guide. I am a simple former wrestler and wrestling executive. I do not have the big vocabulary, guys. Please, if I'm going to have to read it up, show me some mercy. Anyway. But that is, and yeah, apparently this guy, security is scouring the building, but there's no sign of him. Well, all that means is endothermic. Thank you. I got a quick text from Ignacio Cervantes. You know, if I expect somebody to know those words, it is Ignacio Cervantes. He's awkward, but so smart. Anyway, with that, it is that time, folks. It is time for your main event. It is the rematch between Leon Arcaster and CJR Killer. And really, at this moment, I don't know that I got anything else to say other than let's head to ringside, or as my former broadcast partner liked to say, let's do this!
The following match is scheduled for one fall and is your main event. Introducing first, Leon Arcaster.
The Toa has arrived. Leon wanted another match before the pay-per-view against Killer, and, well, we just couldn't work it in the schedule, so I'm making it up by giving it to him on the comeback show.
And introducing their opponent, CJR Killer.
Cash, job, repeat. Representing the Outlaws, CJR Killer. One of the down dirtiest players in the game, but at least he'll tell you he's going to do you dirty before he does it. Of course, his partner in crime, Theron Markov, won the triple threat match at Apocalypse, getting what remains of Sir Unkley Dunk's fortune and clearing Unkley's debt. But that's not what we're here for. We're here for CJR Killer versus Leon Arcaster 2. And picking up Leon, and Leon immediately fights his way out. Oh, flying bulldog. And now taking him around the world. And, oh, getting him over the ropes, and, oh, there's a punch, but he is still on the apron. Oh, getting him that neck breaker. Oh, off of the hardest part of the ring. And he is just looking to make him pay. Oh, against the barricade. And this is classic CJR for you, bringing the pain. And oh, Leon bringing down the big man. This is a speed versus strength contest. A fast match favors Arcaster. A slower match favors CJR. And oh! Head scissors takedown, and up top goes the biomechanical man. Ho-ho! Moonsault with some hang time. Oh, and sometimes you just got to give a guy a boot to the face. Oh, and sometimes a drop kick to the side of the head. Oh, going for another moonsault, but double legs, and CJR back in the driver's seat. Oh! Just 3 times the charm, and by charm I mean ow. And hoisting him up, the power of CJR Killer, just giving him that big slam. Now getting him in a bear hug. Can Arcaster prevail? Oh, Arcaster with that DDT. Can he capitalize? 1. No, kick out at 1. Arcaster trying to put the work in. Ah, sling blade. Like I said earlier, a faster match favors Arcaster style. And I think CJR is going to get a little frustrated if you ask me. Not quite knowing how to deal with somebody like Arcaster. Although sometimes just getting out of the way works. And outside, honestly, outside overall favors CJR more than Leon, but CJR bringing him back in the ring. He doesn't want to win by countout. This isn't humiliating Arcaster. This is proving he's better than him. We are up to a 4 count. And Arcaster gets CJR back in the ring, but takes a moment to regroup. Oh, going for the diving elbow, but CJR gets out of the way. Not his first rodeo. Oh, no. Leon, what do you do? You do not trade blows in the middle of the ring with somebody like CJR Killer. There you go. That's what you do. You do a tilt-a-whirl and bring him down. And again, these two are trading blows. That is not a recipe that favors Arcaster. And now just, oh, that's what I was worried about. Something like that. And now he's just parading around the ring with him. And a kick out at 2. I thought that was going to be about it. And look, although it looks like the damage has been done, it is not looking good for Leon. Oh, breaking him over his back. And what is? All right, this is something we don't see very often. CJR going up top. I mean, he'll do it. Oh, and a splash, and he hits him. I think he's mocking him by using his own style. And a kick out. And you can see frustration now reading out on CJR's face. He didn't think the match would last this long. But hoisting him up again. Into the ropes. Dive down. Dive down. And, oh, was going for a clap. Arcaster was ready. Couple of kicks and a DDT. Going for the pin. And Arcaster, no, he survives, going for another pin. And CJR not going to let that happen. But the clear signs of frustration. And another 2 count. And now whipping CJR into the ropes. And oh, getting him in that flip kick. And Arcaster has CJR, and the look in CJR's eyes, what? And now he's just confused. Look at that frustration he has. Arcaster is still alive. Much to the Killer's annoyance. Oh no, and now he's going up top! Moonsault!
And your winner, Leon Arcaster.
And Arcaster does it. Takes down CJR Killer. They are now 1-for-1. And CJR can't believe it. Arcaster comes out on top. But folks, if you're familiar with the sacred traditions of wrestling, you know what happens. You know how this ends. When two wrestlers each hold a win over each other, there is but one way it ends. In the time-honored tradition of the rubber match. But that is a match and a question for another day. Right now, folks, I know that was your main event, and normally it'd be wrap up, but there's somebody who wanted some ring time. And all things considered, especially with things I've learned, I'm going to give it to him. So let's head down to ringside and let's hear from CJR's partner, Theron Markov. Well, I told you I was going to win. The Outlaws always play for blood, and we always get paid. I loved my victory, and I'm looking forward to my new fortune. And I am a man of my word. I won the match. I'm getting what I'm due, so Uncle Dunk, you're off the hook. I'm telling you right now, you got the word of the outlaw. You are free. You are clear. You can deal with your own life now. You're not my problem no more. And Sawyer, I'm done with you too. But I do have a question. I won the match. Where's my money? I mean, why isn't it in my account yet? I'm sure it's if I know that it was being held in some kind of escrow. Look, I don't know what birds have to do with the damn thing, but all I know is this. I won the money. I'm due the money. So give me my money. All right. Look, Theron, you're right. You're owed the money. You won. I was talking to the finance department because, yeah, like you said, we got control of the accounts from Sawyer. And what finance is telling me is Sawyer invested it all in cryptocurrency. Jerry, well, I got no time for the... What the fuck is cryptocurrency, Aldini? I am owed... Look, Unkley, I know Unkley's off the hook. Everything's copacetic. But I gotta get paid. Right, and look, I had them kind of write this down for me. I was a little confused too. But basically, it's some kind of, I don't know, cybercoin version of money. I guess it's like stock. And unfortunately, right before Apocalypse, whatever Sawyer invested it in bottomed out. Bottom out? Wait, so you mean I won, I won something that's useless. Are you telling me I went through all that, took Unkley off the hook, which I am a man of my word. He upheld his part, and you're telling me that Sawyer screwed me one more time? I guess. Look, like I said, all I understand is there is some value, but it's not a lot. I mean, frankly, apparently, maybe if you sold it all off, you could get a Happy Meal. Yeah, Sawyer believed in this weird crypto stuff, and it didn't pan out. Well, fuck that. Look. All right. Look. Unkley suffered enough. Unkley stood up and did the right thing. Unkley's off the hook, but someone has to pay, and if they're not going to pay in money, they're going to pay in blood. I mean, yeah, I'm not surprised. Look, I'm not sure, because right now Sawyer's getting involved in this whatever with Jagger, and Unkley is currently at the unemployment office, and I don't know who else you're pissed off at right now. Look, I'll swear to you. Tell me who you want to deal with. Well, I'll tell you who I'll deal with. The person right in front of me!